All right. All right, here we go. Last lesson. That is not you guys. Doo-doo-doo. Actually, the last lesson was scanned first. There we go. I'm still coughing. All right. Now let's move this out of the way. All right, one more general review. I'm just going to glance through this quickly to see if there's anything tricky. I will do the story problems with you because some story problems just give people fits forever. Let's go right down to the story problems. I'm looking at these. Let's do this first. Number 2B. Okay. So I can't do anything over here yet, but I can do this side. So now I'm going to do plus 3/4 on this side and 21 plus 3/4 on this side. So now that's going to be x equals 21 and 3/4. I believe that's all it is. I know that's sloppy, isn't it? Let me get to my lesson. Yep, that's it. That wasn't very hard, was it? I was going to think it was harder than it is. All right. All right, let's look at the story problems. Oh, don't forget, by the way, I don't have any room, but don't forget to take the x. I'll do it up here. So you're going to write 21 and 3/4 minus 3/4 equals 16 plus 5. I'll do everything backwards. So if you just take that away from that, you're left with 21. And this over here equals 21. So don't forget to do that. All right, let's look at the story problems. Yolk's farm collected 38,940 eggs in one day. How many dozen eggs were collected? All right, how many eggs are in a dozen? 12. All right, do you know what we should do? Are you thinking we should divide these up into groups of 12? I think we are. That would be a 3. 12, that would be a 2, I believe. Bring down the 4. 5 maybe? No, that's 60. How about 4? That's 48. Bring down the 0, and that's a 5. So they have 3,245 dozen. Look good? All right, I'm going to get rid of that. B, Mrs. Garrett plans to carpet a 17 by 18 foot rectangular room. How many square feet of carpet is needed? Remember, this is just, I'm not even going to solve this. This is so easy. Length times width, right? She's carpeting. That's the inside. The cost of the carpet in problem 6 is 26.95 cents per square yard. What price is she going to have to pay? Okay, so once you get this answer, you're going to have to convert it to yards and then multiply it by 26. All right? Tempted to do that with you. It's the last day, last one. Let's just do it together. All right, so let's do it. 17 times 18. We're going to find the area in square feet first. I get 306 square feet. What about you? All right. Now I have to convert 306 square feet 32 yards squared. Okay? Because that's how you buy it. Either that or you have to convert those yards to feet, which that would be too big. Let's just do this. This will be smaller. So don't forget, feet to yards, there's 3 feet in a yard. So how many square feet are in a square yard? So square the 3. 3 times 3 is 9. So feet to yards, we're going to divide by 9 to get our answer. 306 divided by 9. I'm going to do it up here. 9 into 30, 3 times. 9 into 36, 4. So I get a nice even number of 34. So 306 feet squared equals 34 square yards. Now you'll take, and I won't bother to do this, but you can do it, the 26.95 times the 34. And that'll tell you how much it will cost to do her room. Okay? All right, let's go to the back. We've done those problems before. Whoop, wrong way. Order from least to greatest. All right, so don't forget, we want everything to have the same denominator or place. So this is 2 places, 2 places, 1, 3 places right here, and 3 places after the decimal here. So let's make them all 3 places after the decimal, okay? So this one is 2, so I'm going to add a 0, add 2 zeros, add, that one's good, add a 0. Now just think of them as whole numbers. You have here, you have 30. This one's definitely bigger because it's got a whole number. So that one's definitely no other whole numbers, right? So that one's the last one. I know that. So this one's done. All right, so I have 30, 300, 301, 13, and 130. Well, the 13 is the smallest. Now I have 30, which I think is the next. 0.03. Then I have 300, 301, and 130. That'll be the next one. But I just write it as 0.13. You don't write the whole thing. And then 300, or 0.3, 0.301. Okay? Don't guess with those. Add the zeros so they all have the same number of zeros or same number of same amount of numbers after the, if it's, you know what I mean. Make sure they all have the same place. Find the one that goes the furthest and make them all go out to that point. Write the decimal equivalent for each fraction, mark under the repeating decimals. So for instance, 1 over 4 is 0.25, but is not repeating, right? Whereas 1/8 is 0.125 and also not repeating. 1/6 is 0.1 with the 6 repeating. So I'm going to do that right there. And then you can do the rest of them. Multiply each number by 10, 100, and 1000 respectively. Respectively just means in order. So if I times 7.6 by 10, when you multiply, you're making it bigger. So now we're moving the decimal this way to the right. So this would be 76, then 760, 7,600. This would be times 10, 2.9, times 100, and times 1,000. In number 8, round off to the nearest hundredth. I'll do A with you. 32 into 78. Well, 32 twice would be 64, right? So let's use it. Oops. Use a 2. That'd be 64, which would be 14. Bring down the 2. 32 3 would go into 14 about 4 times. Let's try 4. All right, that'll work. So put the decimal up here and put the 4. Ah, where'd we go? Ah, where is it? Sorry, hold on, guys. I don't get it real quick. I'm gonna. It just disappeared on me. Hold on, let me find it and I'll come back. Okay, I found it. Took me a little while. Okay, so where were we? All right, we did 32 times 4, got 128. Now we're subtracting. I have 14. Now we're going to annex a 0. So it says round it off to the nearest hundred. So we got to take it out at least 3 places to round it to the hundreds, which is 2 places. I think that will just be 4 again. 128. Add another 0. And that'll be 4 again. Now at that point I have 3 places after the decimal. So I can look at this 4 and say, well, that 4 rounded up? It will not. So my final answer would be 2.44. Okay? All right. Did I make a mistake somewhere in there? I mean, my answer's right, but let's see. 128 equals 140 minus 128 is 12. Oh, yeah, I can't do 4. I would have to do 3 on this one. So this would actually have been a 3 when it, because 128 is too big. But it was still rounded the same. All right, number 4, divide and check. Just remember, if you're like in this one, move it over twice. So move this one over twice, which will be at the end. Okay. Convert and find the perimeter. This would be perimeter of a square is 4 times the sides. So it would be 4 times 5 over 2, right? Because 2.5 would convert to 5 over 2. All right, guys, we have officially reached the end of your math book. Huge accomplishment. So congratulations. Looking forward definitely to having all of you next year. Hopefully, prayerfully, I'll get all of you. You guys have been great this year. Made my first year coming back to teaching after so many years of homeschooling and helping out in public school. Made my first year back super pleasurable, and I miss you guys, and hopefully we'll be able to get together some this summer. All right, have a great day. Get the rest of your work all done and get it handed in to me, and get outside and play if it's warm enough. Bye-bye.